Good morning and welcome to the Inside Edge. I'm Zach Blackburn. Today is Thursday, February 4th, and you know what Thursday in February means, right? It's Election Day in New Jersey. Today, Democratic voters will choose their nominee to replace Mikey Sherrill in New Jersey's 11th congressional district. She resigned the seat in November after winning the governor election. And now we have a broad field of 11 Democrats seeking to replace her. We've got an upper tier, really, of candidate in this race. They've separated themselves from the pack with some combination of money, name ID, endorsements, outside support, establishment support. And over the last couple of weeks, I've stopped by an event for each one of them, making my way through the district. So let's take a moment to go through them. First, we've got former Representative Tom Malinowski, previously served in the neighboring 7th District. He's really running in a lane of I've been there before, and I'm best equipped to handle the president going forward again. His most notable endorsement is probably Senator Andy Kim, his House colleague from back in the day, and he's been the target of more than $2 million of outside spending largely from APAC, which has really been the story of the campaign. He's pushed back against it, and it's become its own really national dynamic to an extent. We've got Essex County Commissioner Brendan Gill, the husband of Assemblywoman Alex Conclazos Gill. He's really playing up the local. I've been here a long time. I know the local issues and players well, and I'm best suited to serve you. His website has a long list of endorsements from state legislators and unions, especially Essex County folks. His most notable still is former Governor Phil Murphy. That endorsement could go a long way with Democrats who really still liked him at the end of his term. We've got former Lieutenant Governor Tahisha Way. She also served as Secretary of State under Governor Phil Murphy. And she's really been touting her work as Secretary of State, as the state's top elections official. She said that she really handled the Trump administration coming at and trying to interfere with New Jersey's electoral process. She said she's prepared to fight them with her experience in county government, and state government, etc. And she can bring a know-how of the law and of elections that would be valuable in Congress. She's been the beneficiary of a good amount of outside spending from the Democratic Lieutenant Governors Association, especially. And she's number 3. We've got former Bernie Sanders staffer Ana Lilia Mejia. She's probably the most, I guess, pretty clearly the most left progressive in the race. She entered the race with an endorsement from Bernie. She's also received endorsements from AOC, Elizabeth Warren, Mayor Baraka over in Essex County still. The marquee event of her campaign was earlier this winter when Bernie Sanders brought his Fighting Oligarchy tour to the district and stumped for her there. But she's also brought in her activist background of late, especially hosting town halls, informing people how to observe ICE with other progressives in the area. Her candidacy is pretty interesting because it provides progressives with 2 pretty clear opportunities. First, it gives statewide progressives the chance to strike another blow. New Jersey's changed a lot over the last couple years, and taking a seat that was pretty recently held by Rodney Frelinghuysen. Oh, I'm sorry about that. And then also most recently by Mikey Sherrill. That would be a pretty big swing from Republican to left progressive over the course of just a couple of a few congressional terms. It also, secondly, gives national progressives the chance to prove that a message like Mejia's, really hammering on ICE and promoting economic reform, it gives them a chance, if she wins, to prove that a message like that can play this year, even in a wealthy district like the 11th. There are a lot of dueling dynamics in this special election that probably couldn't exist in a typical primary, and especially couldn't exist in a primary with the line in a typical election year that wasn't a special primary. But it might have looked more like a Essex County versus Morris County Democrats race, or it might have been a Sheen versus Reformer race. But there's a lot of blending going on. Mejia still has support from some Essex County players, and really all of the main candidates here are decently progressive, at least in their own right, compared to many other Democrats. But Democrats on Tuesday, they've got a diverse field, and no matter who they pick, they will be expected to win the general election in April. Thank you. Have a good day.